Most SAT students can calculate the slope of a line, but they freeze when the question asks what that slope actually means in context. The SAT loves this trap. You find the slope correctly, but choose the wrong answer because you don't understand what it represents. Let's take a look at this problem. Here we can see a graph, and it's asking us, what does the slope represent? The first thing that I'm going to do here is clearly identify what are x and y. In this case, we can see that the x values are the number of games and the y values are the total cost. So this graph isn't just math, it's telling a story. Part of that story is to understand where it touches the y-axis, this y-intercept. We can see that it actually starts with here, which is at 0 game. That can mean that there's a price before we even start purchasing any games. Something like purchasing the system to play the games on. My second step here, once I've identified everything and started telling the story, is to define exactly what m is. And in this case, the slope is going to be equal to rise over run, or the change in y over the change in x. So let's go and define that even more clearly. The change in y over change in x. So I'm just going to plug in the words right here. So I know that the slope is going to be the change in my money, in the total cost, over the number of games. And we know that when we divide money by the number of games, that's going to tell us the price per game. So in that case, m is going to be equal to price per game. The SAT isn't testing if you can calculate slope. It's testing if you understand what it represents. Save this video so you remember how slope actually works on the SAT.